Yeah. What's going on, internet? I am the masked man, and I recently, I just saw this interview with Charlamagne the God and some some young white lady by the name of Tom Tommy Tom Lahren Tommy Lahren. It's a it's a pretty white girl, just pretty white girl. She's 23 years old, and Charlemagne was had a debate, a discussion with her about something that Beyonce did. Now I didn't see the Super Bowl. I was I was not out of a facility, but I hear she did some kind of thing that was giving praise to the Black Panthers, and this white lady did not like that. She called the Black Panthers a terrorist organization and likened it to the KKK. And Charlemagne gave a donkey of the day, and she had Charlemagne on her show. Now, apparently, this woman has a show, and it's quite a long show because Charlemagne was only the first segment of 3 to 4 segments that she had, and that was about 17 minutes long. So apparently, this woman has quite a long show somewhere in Texas. Now, I'm not really going to go into what they were discussing. I just want to tell black people something. Stop. Stop. Now, I'm telling you to stop. I mean, stop explaining what other black people do. Stop explaining blackness to white folks. Stop. We are past the time when we have to justify our actions to the white masses. We don't. If Beyonce did something that is offensive to white people, then that's too goddamn bad, and not any black person should be going on anybody's show to have a discussion about what another black person did. Black people, if we have a problem with what a black person did, we need to have those discussions among ourselves, either on our own media networks or behind closed doors, whichever is, most effective for the situation. But this is a prime example of what happens if you see the interview. I don't know if I'll link it. I may link it, but if you see the interview, you'll understand that Charlemagne lost from the moment he decided to go on this show. He lost because Charlemagne came in trying to have a reasonable, rational discussion about the points that Tommy made. But this bitch just bullshitted him to death. She just bullshitted her way through the whole conversation. And black people don't seem to understand they don't have any obligation to tell the truth. They're not supposed to tell the truth. If they lie, nothing is going to happen. And their audience is not a bunch of people who are researchers who hold these people accountable to being factual. Their audience is, other racist white folks, or, whatever their demographic is. So it's just like if he would have had a conversation with Bill O'Reilly. Bill O'Reilly has legitimately won maybe 25% of all of the interviews he's ever done. He's probably legitimately just out thought somebody that many times. The rest of the time, he's just bullshitting you. He's just over talking you. He's using the power of him having a show, and he's just bullying you around. He don't have to make sense. And this bitch didn't have to make no sense either. These people, they don't have to make sense, and they don't have to tell the truth. All they have to do is keep talking. And if they keep talking through the entire interview, if they don't pause or shut up, then everybody who watches their show, and everybody who's a white supremacist, and everybody who is sympathetic to the argument is going to say that they won. What did you win, Charlamagne? What did you win? You get a few more people to know who you are. Those people are never going to watch The Breakfast Club. Those people are never gonna come to your show. Those people are not convinced of anything. We have never heard of this bitch until you did her show. You blew her spot up. You made her more famous. You got eyeballs on her who never would have known who she was if you hadn't done her show. You did that bitch a favor. For what? Why? Why are black people still thinking that we're getting something out of having arguments with white people over what black people do? Those conversations should be amongst each other, because we just need to make moves. We don't need to be asking permission for shit. If Beyonce want to do what she did, it's done. What you gonna do about it? That should have been it. If you was gonna do the show, you should have been like, yeah, Beyonce did it. Yeah, the Black Panthers, yeah, they were a terrorist organization. Yeah. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do? Huh? What, bitch? What? What you gonna do? You ain't gonna do shit. Shut the fuck up. That's all they should have said. That's all that should have been said. We don't. When you're not gaining any ground, all you're doing is making people who are otherwise irrelevant popular. And I'm tired of black people falling into that trap. You do not engage. You don't show up. You ain't winning no argument with a bullshit artist, because all they have to do is keep talking. Like I said, I ain't got time to memorize all these facts just for some white person to throw the facts out the window. I was amazed about how much Charlamagne knew about the Black Panthers and the history and the founders. He knew a lot of information, and that bitch didn't give a fuck about none of it, did she? You learning all that shit for a bitch to just pass that shit aside like you didn't even say it? I ain't studying history because I don't give a fuck. I'm not studying that shit. For what? So that I can have an argument with somebody who's not even going to listen to it? I know that there were great black people in the past, just like there are great black people in the present. I don't need to be able to do a goddamn essay at the drop of a hat. Black Panthers, fine with me. I don't know everything there is to know about them, and I don't plan on learning. For what? I appreciate that they did it. And the people who are historians, you can talk about it. I'll watch your documentaries, I'll watch whatever, but I'm not a historian. I'm a goddamn YouTuber, and I'm a builder. I'm trying to become a builder. I don't have time to think about, oh, let me defend myself to white folks. Motherfucker, all you can do is stop me. So if you're not prepared to stop me, then you need to get out of my face, because I don't have no conversation for you. I'm in it for black empowerment, period. Whatever that means to you. I don't answer to you. I don't jump when you call. I don't do no shows. I don't do no interviews. I don't do shit. I do my work, and that's all. You don't get nothing. I don't have a conversation with you. Fuck you. Goodbye. And until black people can start adopting that attitude, until black people can recognize that these little shows are traps to get your popularity and to build their name off of your name, because this woman got a whole lot of press for giving it to Charlamagne. There's a lot of people who felt that bitch won. That bitch lost, and she lost bad, but she did not stop talking, so she won. She won. So learn from it. And I don't want to hear anybody who says I could have done it better. Nobody could have beat that bitch, because that bitch was never gonna stop running her mouth. And as long as that bitch didn't shut up, she was gonna win. You doing her show, that helps her. She's gonna win. Possibly a 98% white audience love her little cute white ass. You wasn't gonna win. Nobody could have won. Don't play. You don't win that. Don't play. Don't show up. Don't even have a conversation. No thank you. Goodbye. Just build it. Whatever you want to do for black folks, just do it. Don't ask permission. If Beyonce did something wrong, how about you try to get Beyonce on your show? How about you check her? How about you get the Beyonce interview? How about that? Anyway, let me know what you think about it. If you got a question for me, you can send me an email at TheMrMaskman@gmail.com. Leave me a comment, rate the video, like it, dislike it. You can follow me on Twitter or find me on Facebook at TheMrMaskman. That is all I have to say about this subject. So I will see you in the next video.